this is going to be the choice coming from Indonesia, which we did see Team Malaysia play it as well with the Franco build.
Instead of on a little bit for Moon and Momo, but they're looking for CW.
Yep, seems like that is going to be the case as well. CW cannot escape this. Do they have the damage finish bomb? Yes, they will. Down to his last health, but it seems like he won't be able to prompt the crossbow attack, and he is going to survive. Zorn down to his last health, needs to make a run for it. Meanwhile, the rest of Team Indonesia is going to come in, and they will get first blood on Momo despite the nice attempt coming from ultimates coming from Team Indonesia. But somehow Team Indonesia, they're not actually going for the first commitment as well. Sun doesn't have the ultimate, and looks like this is going to be an option for Team Malaysia to make a fight. Chico tries to go in for a challenge. Win will pay for the price. However, the crossbow attacks coming from CW will join in rather early, and this is what I'm talking about as well. He will always try and take advantage of the situation and to join the fight as early as possible. And because of this, he was able to get a very, very early lead just like that once again.
CW has already proven in many previous games that his mechanics are... Oh, no. That is not good. Formaze and Zorn instantly taken out. The combo from Indonesia proving to be way... You can see that because of this aggression from Indonesia, the way that they've been able to invade the jungle, Albert is already 2 levels ahead of Chiku. That's why the Ballman isn't doing much. They flicker backwards, catch out Moon, setting up the...
Get his farm, and that's going to be the early go-to staff coming from Momo.
It's pretty early, yes, but now you see Formaze, he's completely out of position. CW already has the crossbow of 10, gonna be able to use it. Formaze down to his final HP bar, 1v4, nothing. Go. Right now, we see Immortality being purchased by Vin as well, so he's gonna be able to just execute even more aggressive plays. Luminous Lord pushing down but mid lane. CW dropping real low as well. Sam's gonna be wasting his abilities, but Crossbow of Tang has been executed, taking out Moon. Formaze now in the backline along with Zorn. They get CW. Finally, a shutdown on the 1-1. Luminous Lord taking out the mid inhibitor as R7 jumps in with the falling Star Moon, finding Chiku. Now it is a 3v4 situation. Formaze, though, very tanky, can buy a lot of time. The Luminous Lord is now down. Formaze down to his final HP bar. They are clearing up the minion wave, but I'm offended. Catches out Formaze. He's gonna drop over to the side of Team Indonesia. Albert finds him. Zorn, Momo, the only one surviving. Momo trying to do his best, but he is the next target. He is going to get targeted. Flicker going to allow him to get out of that.
To survive it all is going to be the way to go, but hopefully it is going to be enough. It's not too late yet.
The Luminous Lord now going to be pushing in mid lane. This is the final defense here. Formaze already tanking it up. They're ready. They flicker backward. I'm offended. Finds Momo. Mega kill going over the sands. Luminous Lord on top of the crystal. Chiku dropping real low as well. He's going to be the next one taken out. Immortality pop. Formaze on his last HP bar. Sands doing a lot of damage. And Indonesia just break right through the front door, taking game 1 against Team Malaysia.
Oh, that was a very, very clean game coming from Team Indonesia, winning on all fronts. Akai coming from Indonesia, and I'm looking forward to see how this is going to work out. But when it comes to matchup as well,
stopping Albert from taking the camp, he is slowing him down, and Chiku is already 1 level up on the landslot in position for the turtle.
That looks like Zorn is going to be trying to cause havoc throughout the rotations of the Team Indonesia. So much information has been gathered, but first blood has been on his
Chiku from following up on the rest of his team. Now Zorn gonna continue harassing Albert.
Yeah, very, very good ideas on that regards when it comes to trading of both initiators. But however, top side, Momo going to be losing out on the trades once again. Not looking good for Team Malaysia despite going 50-50.
Cuba.
Yep, Zorn now going to be opening up the map so they know exactly where he is. Here's the sound of the Tyrant's Revenge. Immediately sidesteps his way through, but he is going to look to try and farm his way and towards a fight. But Team Indonesia completely ignoring him all. But while that's actually happening for the Langar strategy, Chiku going for the invade. He's going to get hit off by the hip and spin, and just like that, no support whatsoever, and he is going to be bowed out. The rest of Team Malaysia is going to try and join in, but here comes the catch from Vin, and that is going to be killing spree secured by CW. And he's going to go in for Crash as well. Does they want to take a fight? Looks like they do not want to. Zorn is trying to harass the Sansa as well. Here comes the back, he pulls it away, flickers out of the situation, but the Cyclone Claw will keep Sansa in place. Formaze finally joins the fight, but it takes almost nearly forever to take him out. But finally, they take out this very, very annoying Lilia. However, here comes the catch coming from Terrorist Reach as well. Nice flicker, 4 for 4 mates, catches the backline. They're fighting in towards the turtle pit, but the heavy spin will keep them in check. Team Malaysia able to sustain this brute frost as Moon is slowly chipping away and comes up on top. finally Albert joins the fight, but the damage has been done. They are trading 5th. Right moment to strike. He's waiting out for the rest of the team to come in. Momo is going to come in as well from side team Malaysia as they force the fight. Indonesia realizing they do not have damage. They are going to back off. However, they do find Zorn kind of stranded, but can they focus him down? No, unfortunately not going to happen. But from the side, Albert getting caught off by 4 Mays. They go in for the catch and Momo completely obliterates him, and that is going to be Team Indonesia losing out a little bit of trade. However, they are not too happy with losing Albert life. They will take Momo's life once again as they go in for a split push fight. Sans, however, trying to buy a little bit more time, and the turtle, well, it's going to be in the hands of Team Malaysia, so there is going to be a very, very wild skirmish. Then from behind, with missing the mark, it's a little bit in enemy territory, but Malaysia, do they have the XP to fight this? But it is going to be just the right amount of sauce to get the kill with the turtle bomb. But oh my goodness, Formate, the second free of the dragon, missing the angle. He is going to pay with his life as Team Malaysia is going for a very, very chaotic brawl and somehow managing to come up on top of this freight.
Chaotic is the only word we can use to describe that right there. Malaysia should not be winning out these skirmishes, and they are not. Albert going in, getting another free kill onto Moon. The amount of damage that Team Malaysia is actually able to output. So right now, I do think that both teams are in a situation where they actually have to be quite wary of one another.
Yeah, but the Langa strategy coming from Team Malaysia is going to work out because 4May is now going to be making an attempt. He gets the Jikuto, however, forcing R7 for the heavy spin. 4May is trying to sidestep his way through. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do so, as that is going to be a very, very nice pickoff coming from Team Indonesia. 5-0 and 1 on R7. Zorn, however, is going to be pulled back as they slowly bully him out. CW starting to show signs of a lot of damage. Survives with 1 HP as Team Indonesia is putting this adaptation coming from Team Malaysia is what is throwing them off guard. And Sans now going to be forced to early air black shoe as well. Going for Tyrant's Race. They do catch out one, and that's going to be Moon caught off, and that's going to be Indonesia finding an opportunity to actually take a fight on towards the Lord. However, Chico still going to be in the vicinity, doesn't have the shoe back there as well. R7 still has the heavy spin, and they will completely isolate the fight. 4Mays seem to find them off guard, but R7 single-handed isolating the fight. They are going to try and risk and take the Lord, and that is going to be Albert securing for Team Indonesia.
Albert will be able to take that, but we see down here Momo actually getting a full lane of towers as well. That's going to be some farm for the Beatrix. 4May is now in a lot of trouble. Gets the way of the dragon onto Albert, but that was just a desperate move to keep himself alive a little longer. Will get taken out. Jiku now in a lot of trouble, getting chased down by CW, but the torrent rose from Albert going to miss entirely, allowing the rest of Team Malaysia to walk away.
Now with the Lord going to be in the hands of Team Indonesia, they are going to have a little bit more momentum to push the lane. Team Malaysia forced to play a little bit more defensive. However, it is going to be a little bit of a trade safety of his fellow compadres.
A good Lord defense from Malaysia as they're able to zone out the rest of Team Indonesia, but we can already see a similar effect to what happened in game number 1. Now that Team Indonesia have more map control, they're gonna start taking away jungle camps from Team Malaysia. But Zorn walking into the bush, not realizing just how many of them there were, getting taken out very quickly on. Vin buying a lot of time in the backline, a nice Jikundo, but Formay is not gonna be able to do much. Heavy spin pins Chiku against the wall. You will be able to survive for now, almost taking out R7, but the rest of Team Indonesia will follow up. 3 kills for nothing.
Nicely done coming from Team Indonesia with the heavy spin to isolate the fight. Team Malaysia tried to go in for a force fight, unfortunately could not get the trade-off in terms of the base. But this is a Cho we're talking about. It's not exactly an easy thing to fight, but Chico go looking for the flank. They catch on to the win. A 3-man Chico coming from 4-mates is great, but it's not going to be enough as there is no follower from side Team Malaysia. Now they are going to be on retreat as well. As you can see, R7 focusing on Momo to try and isolate the fight, while the rest of Team Indonesia are grouping up to try and salvage the situation. Move gets a nice sanguine goal, wants to turn the tide, and here comes Zorn looking for the chop. Indonesia needs to respect this. Finally, Momo goes for a big out. Indonesia has to respect this and back off.
This is actually not that bad for Team Malaysia. The Lord is going to be challenged once again. Team Indonesia all around. Chiku gonna be running into a couple of them in the backline, taking a lot of damage from Albert. Zorn trying to stop Vin as Sans is in the backline. He's aiming for Momo. Chiku gonna be able to... Oh my goodness, Momo just disappears. CW taking a lot of damage from Moon as well, as Vin now going to be zoning out 4-mays. They're looking for one more. Moon going to be the next target taken out. Jiku and Zorn now going to be focused. Sans doing so much work on this Lilia, and the rest of Team Malaysia have to back this off.
Oh, that's the thing about the Lilia as well. Once you go for Shadow Ball, you get kills. This is huge for the team, but it is a hit and miss. But beautiful rotation coming from Zans as well. Going for the fight.
Now pushing up top lane. CW doing a lot of damage to the bottom inhibitor as well.
Yep, Team Indonesia now going to be knocking onto the inhibitor. It looks like there's going to be a force fight up top. And Lord is going to be pushing on towards the inhibitor. Chiku needs to play a little bit safe. He's taking a little too much damage as well, as he's going to make a run for it. While Indonesia can't seem to pick him off. They are going to try to get more objectives. Albert, however, is going to back off a little bit more and hoping that Team Malaysia is going to be making a little bit of punishment as well. Win cooking up the Tyrant's Revenge. Not going to connect on this Team Malaysia. But as of yet, they're playing in the mid space.
Right now, it's more difficult for any attempts at catching up the farms to happen.
Yep. Now Chico going to be baiting reactions coming from Team Indonesia. They are not taking it yet, but Indonesia has a little bit more control onto his Lord Fate. But Team Malaysia, they are going to try and force the fight, but it looks like Team Indonesia, they concede the Lord, and they now going to be forcing it down to the middle. Here comes the pull coming in as well. They catch on Zord from side Team Indonesia, and Team Malaysia has to back off. Here comes the heavy spin coming from R7. He's got the sprint, but immediately gets cancelled as well. As here comes the re-engage coming from Team Malaysia, but they just don't have the damage, and they are afraid of damage output. So it's a way that counters his playstyle, but at the same time, here comes the flicker coming in, catching on the moon, and that is huge, but he is going to be able to escape his mouth. But at the same time, 4Maze goes into the setup as well. He is going to burn through to his immortalities, but Malaysia, can they fight? No, a little bit more. No, they cannot. Albert is on a godlike streak as he takes 4Maze down. Meanwhile, Chico is completely isolated from the rest of his members as he is going to be taken out, and his immortality completely wasted down as Team Indonesia will get 2-0 trade-off as they continue with their assault. They're looking to close up the game. It seems like this is going to be a very, very good time for them to do so as they continue to push forward, and they're focusing the crystal, and they have done it. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Indonesia are your second grand finalists.
We are going to be seeing history repeat itself.
Sa falling star move, that is the burst na meron si Zia. Meanwhile, ginat-ngert ni Edward. Sino pa ba? Si Mo Pazin.